Get out. We get out, man. Is Jerry hunting for the sucker coach? I got some bad news. I think he is. I've been looking at this. It has, as my boy landlord would say, a nefarious smell to it. Some things ain't smelling right. There's not a lot of people talking about it. Shout out to some people that are talking about it. I'm gonna highlight that today. But this is the time we need to be glued in. You better be glued in right now. I know we mad about Green Bay. We mad about not making the playoffs. If you're a Cowboy fan, you better be paying attention closer than ever. Dead serious about that. It's something got a smell to it. So, I'm not sure if some of y'all ever seen the movie Get Out. It's a classic. I see some of what we going through right now being very much in line to the movie. Ooh, boss, what you talking about? I'm going to explain. Cause see, Get Out is a real thing. It's real. Where some of these coaches, man, I'm not liking the smell that I'm seeing. I'm seeing some strings getting pulled. Some stuff ain't looking right. It looked like some favors trying to happen behind the scenes. Don't waste our time. So we gonna talk about all of this today that I don't think a lot of people seeing. So y'all sit back, man. Boss got you. Be right back.
Girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. All right, I'm gonna get right to it. So, I was having this conversation yesterday, right? Because, you know, we all heard what Jane Slater had to say, right, about what happened with Mike McCarthy. And when I first talked about it on the Final Word, I laughed about it. But then the more and more I thought about it, the more and more that it actually upset me. Because you got to really kind of pay attention to the details of what really happened with Mike. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of comb through this a little bit slower. I think some people today that got it right today, who got it extremely right, and you hardly heard anybody else talking like this. So I was having this conversation yesterday with Tuck and others, right, about the meddling that's going on, and I'm gonna break this down and I'm gonna talk about what we need to do about it. Let me start it with the clip from Sean and RJ this morning. I want y'all to really listen.
Jane Slater came out with a lot yesterday on the NFL Network. She and I've heard someone else say this. Jerry's leading the charge. Jerry's leading the charge on this. What does that mean, Bobby?
So don't let that get by you, right? So the first thing you need to know is that Jerry is leading the charge on this. And Jerry right now is moving in a way that he hasn't moved in the recent past. So that's something to pay attention to. We go come back to that.
I think that Jerry is, we've talked about Jerry as being a builder of consensus over the last decade, and that's kind of this early on.
See, notice he said Jerry's a builder of consensus over the last decade. But for whatever reason, we go talk about that reason that I believe that it is. It's kind of obvious he's moving aggressive this time. You got to pay attention to that. And why are you being so aggressive? Why are you moving, Jerry, like you haven't moved in a decade?
Has felt very much like him taking more of the lead than he has in other things, coaching search or otherwise.
You know how he he's kept the card. He's kept the card. He kept the Johnny Manziel card. He gave away. This is him turning that card in and saying, "Look, this is mine. I gave you guys that one. I said at some point I was going to take it back.
Yeah,
and I was going to do one on my own, and this is it."
And then,
excellent analogy. I mean, not excellent analogy. This is Jerry moving like, get out the way. I want this. I love how he said that's like turning in the card. I let you have the Zach Martin. I let you have that. I wanted Johnny. I let you have that. I wanted what's the quarterback? Paxton Lynch. I wanted Paxton Lynch. I let y'all talk me into not moving up for him. This one, I won't. This one, I won't. So why you pulling these strings so hard, Jerry? See, boys better peep game. It's some strong strings getting pulled, and this is ugly because likely we finna have all our time wasted. I'm going to talk about what we going to do about it, though.
Jane brought up number 82, and it set off RJ Choppy.
It's been my understanding that Jerry has talked to Jason in recent weeks, and I do believe that he was part of a plan that Jerry initially had when he was going to bring back Mike McCarthy. I think the plan there was to make him an heir apparent of sorts. Mike McCarthy sort of surprised him by deciding that he wanted to end these conversations, pursue something else. We can call them negotiations, contracts, conversations, whatever you want to call them. Now we'll see if Jason Witten will still be in place.
See, notice what happened. Notice what happened. So what happened was Mike McCarthy knew his value, and he was like, y'all not finna play with me like this. I ain't going through this. See, notice he said that Mike McCarthy cut the conversation. When he started talking about, well, we want this, we got this plan where we want you to take on Jason Witten, where he could potentially be the heir apparent. Mike McCarthy cut the conversation right then. Nah. So let me tell y'all something. The way that I see this is almost like Jerry Jones is pregnant, right? Pregnant with this vision. A lot of times people analogize visions with pregnancy. So he has a vision. He pregnant with this. He want this. Y'all can open up the phones. He said, so he wants this. This is something that he really wants, right? He wants Witten. He has this vision of Witten being Dan Campbell. Okay. And so the way that I was thinking about this yesterday, and it was starting to make me more and more upset. It's almost like if you a real man, right? You ain't gonna take no any kind of woman. It don't matter how fine she is. You not. A real man not gonna take anything, right? So if a woman coming to you and you trying to date her and she starts saying, I'm pregnant, but I want you to be the daddy.
Oh, hell no.
Hold on, you pregnant? What a real man gonna say? Nah, baby. You fine? But nah, I ain't taking on that. I ain't taking on that. So when a woman is scandalous and they really fighting hard to try to get a father for that baby, what they gonna do? They gonna get aggressive. See, Mike knew his work. He was like, I got too much going on. I ain't got to deal with that. So we gonna stop talking right now. This date is over. I'm gonna pay for the date, but I'm out. I'm gonna go talk to Chicago, right? You got too much going on. I'm over here trying to talk about football. You thinking about succession plans and bull. Nah, bro. Listen, I'm here to win, bro. I'm not here for no witten succession plan or none of that. And he walked off like a real man. And see, people, this is what a lot of us not putting together. Hear me out. If you ain't listening to nothing I said, listen to what I'm finna say right now. What does it say about the environment? And what does it say how you was viewed when Mike McCarthy walked away from guaranteed bird in hand money? Because him interviewing is no guarantee. So when you walk away from guaranteed millions, what does that say of what he thought and what he thinks of what they trying to do and what Jerry offered him? See, a real coach that knows their worth would never even consider the conversation. That's why, like a real man, that's why I apologized the other day for calling Mike McCarthy. I called him a beta this year. This type of behavior made me come back and say, I apologize. I was dead wrong, because this is real man behavior. It was real. Listen, if you don't like him as a coach, I'm not talking about that. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about that this man had his whole family comfortable going to school in Dallas and liking the environment. And he said, I'm finna uproot all of that. My family's comfortable. Dallas wanted me, or they wouldn't have blocked me from Chicago. He knew that bird was pretty much in hand, and he walked away. It says it's very toxic. It says get out. It pisses me off because then when Mike McCarthy walks away, hold on, the first person you think of is Deion. See, I'm gonna come back to that, because I don't like that. I don't like that. See, because when you talked about Deion in the past, oh, you know, Deion, you know, the reason why he's having his success is because he can recruit. You know. But then when Mike McCarthy walk off, the first person you think of is my brother. Now, when you was talking about him as an asset, You didn't talk him up. You talked about like the advantage of Deion is he can recruit. You can't really do that in the league. That's a damn lie. Who was the people who liked the idea on Instagram of Primetime being the coach? Who? Oh, Jerry. That was your biggest stars. Yeah. CeeDee Lamb liked it. Diggs liked it. Yeah. So you don't think that could carry over into free agent? Free agent? But see, you downturned it. But see, when you want somebody to run your play, your witten play, when you want somebody to run your witten play, all of a sudden you call my brother.
Oh, hell no.
Y'all see where I'm going? You see where I'm going? Because a lot of people say, oh, Jerry would never hire a black coach. Never. We better think about that. Sometimes people will hire black coaches. Yeah. Especially if it's nefarious. Sometimes it's some owners out there that'll say, yeah, we finna rebuild, so let's get us a coach in here for 1 year. We gonna tank the season. We ain't gonna help him out with free agents. We ain't gonna spend no money. Then the season gonna blow up. We gonna get a top draft pick. We gonna fire him and we gonna move to the next. Get out. Put it like this. If Witten come with the deal with Deion, don't take it. Don't talk to me. Because you signing up for your demise. Get out, Salah. If Witten come with the deal, don't do it. You signing up for your demise. Get out. Let's keep going.
Play here. I just don't know if that would be in a head coach role, but I do believe that he thinks very strongly of Jason Witten and his future as a coach. I just don't know in what capacity that would look like.
Look, this is a disgrace.
And say, I appreciate RJ for this. What did RJ say? This is a disgrace. Thank you. Oh! Thank goodness for people like RJ who kept it real on this. And you don't hear hardly anybody saying this. RJ said it out the gate. This is a disgrace. Listen to him.
This is the witten-waiting. That's the witten-waiting.
I'll put on a t-shirt.
That's it. Witten-waiting.
Witten-waiting. I love that.
Hey, and this is look, and I have no problem if Jerry Jones has pinpointed somebody, right? But this entire notion, you think you're gonna get any coach worth with any shred of dignity that isn't begging for a job? You'll get Robert Saleh here to take over, to just look over his shoulder.
He's so right. He's so right. He's so perfectly right on what he's saying. You are not going to be able to recruit no real coach who know their value when you already dictating who is going to be your coach. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. No, Ben Johnson ain't going for that. All the coaches, the top level coaches, with the biggest hype on, they ain't going for that. So you know what it makes you do? It makes you have to go for the fired coaches, and it almost made me kind of look at it like Jerry and Steven almost have, this the best way I can say it, it's almost like they have a pimp mentality. Because see, pimps, what they look for is they look for broken women, where she's pretty, but she's broken. Any woman that's who knows her worth ain't gonna go out there and sell her body and just give it away like that. So you gotta find somebody with a certain type of profile. You gotta find somebody who begging to get back in the league. Somebody who begging, who really want to get back in. Yeah. So let me go talk to Leslie Frazier. Let me go talk to Robert Saleh. Let me go talk to Deion, because maybe he want to be a head coach so bad that he'll take my deal. Let me go talk to Kellen Moore, because Kellen Moore is so stupid and goofy, and he want to be a head coach so bad that he'll take my deal. He'll take this deal. Just like at first, Mike McCarthy was coming off the street. He was broken. He needed a job. So when they set Kellen Moore on him, he took it. But see, he built his rep back. That's what happened. He was like, yeah, I used to be your prostitute, but now I done got my degree now. I done had 3 12-5 seasons in a row. My name is good. I know a lot of you Cowboy fans don't think my name is good, but guess what? My name is good. It's a whole lot of teams that would be crying and thanking the Lord for 12-5 3 times, even though we wanted to run them off, and that's okay. If you want to run them off, I'm not lecturing you, but all I'm saying is don't act like he didn't start to recognize his value and was man enough to walk away.
Or to be a babysitter for 2 years. You think Deion's going to leave Colorado and come here for 2 years just to let Jason Witten take over? You think John Gruden's going to do the same thing? You think Ben Johnson's going to leave Detroit and take your money and come here and be the head coach?
Man, clap it up for RJ. God damn, he cooking. Whoa! Man, clap it up. Clap it up. And see, this is why I want to recognize that, because this is not easy to say. So some people say they don't go at Jerry. Shit, I told y'all they be going at Jerry. I already told y'all. I listened. And he said it straight up how it is, likely with Jerry listening.
Only to be undermined. Like, this is when we say Jerry undermines the head coach, this is it.
I agree with you.
This is the undermine. Like that is his best attribute as a general manager and owner, is he undermines the head coach at such an elite level. Such an elite level.
He said he undermines at an elite level.
True, Bobby, that's really bad.
Well, I mean, so here's the only thing that I'll say. There was a time where Kellen Moore was supposed to be the head coach in waiting, and that clearly changed.
See, Bobby, Bobby.
Oh, hell no.
We can't fast talk that one, Bobby. Hell no. So, yeah, well, hold on now. Well, Kellen Moore was clearly the head coach in waiting, but that clearly changed. No. See, you fast talked on that. What had to happen in order for that to change? It had to be 3 years of meltdowns in the playoffs in big games. See, he sped through that. No, slow down. What really happened? See, that undermining took about 3 years of opportunities from us. So it changed, but it changed because they was wrong about Kellen. Don't speed through that, Bobby. You speeding through that. Slow down, man. We in the school zone. You got to slow down on that, big dog. Oh, wait. Hold on, y'all. Wait, Kellen Moore was clearly in wait, and it changed. No, what changed it? Failure. Our pain changed it. Yeah, all the times that we should have won, when we should have won about San Fran, and your offense melted. See, that's what we risking with this game right now, where when Jerry and them undermine and they start planting the vision of who they see in the future being the future head coach, they waste these coaches' time, they waste the fans' time, they waste a lot of time.
Like, I think you can have all the best laid plans. It doesn't necessarily guarantee anything.
It doesn't matter. The fact that that's your...
Look at that. Look, see, Sean them one taking that shit. Like, Sean, like, don't matter.
At such an elite level. Such an elite level.
If that's true, Bobby, that's really bad.
Well, I mean, so here's the only thing that I'll say. there was a time where Kellen Moore was supposed to be the head coach in waiting, and that clearly changed. Like, I think you can have all the best laid plans. It doesn't necessarily guarantee anything.
It doesn't matter. The fact that that's your intent to start off is awful. Even if it does, so that doesn't stop McCarthy or someone from looking over their shoulder till the time when Kellen eventually leaves. You know what I mean? It doesn't erase the time span of discomfort and jealousy and second guessing.
Sure.
He's so damn right. He's so right. And see, so I listened to the Bobby stuff today. And so, you know, it was brought up that it was some insecurities with Mike McCarthy and Dan Quinn. Who created it? Who created the insecurities? Who created from the beginning where you had to look over your shoulder? So you was able to say who was obviously the next head coach in waiting, which was supposed to be Kellen Moore, and then Jerry Jones offered Dan Quinn a job, but then we get mad at Mike McCarthy and say, why didn't you win us a championship? Did y'all see what he was managing? Did you see what he was managing? That's what Sean is talking about. That's exactly what Sean was talking about. Sean is kept it real, all the way real. He said, yeah, the insecurities. That's what he was talking about. Well, think about it. Dan Quinn felt the insecurities. Where when they offered him the job, he said, should I take one of these jobs? Because in other words, I know this uncomfortable, Mike. I know this weird. I know this weird that now the whole world know that Jerry undermined you and tried to offer me the job. Hey, man, listen, if this gonna make the environment better, should I just take? And then because Mike McCarthy at that time put winning first, he said, nah. When I was younger, I would have said, hey, yeah, just get the hell out of here. This is too much. But because Mike wanted to win, he said, even a guy that was offered the job, I want you, I need you, let's make this run. So the so-called insecurities that Mike had with Dan Quinn and Kellen Moore is justified. And it's not his fault. It was the fault of the leadership that created this whole environment. I could break down every one of them points that he made today, bullet by bullet, but I ain't gonna waste no time on gossip because Mike is gone.
I think
even if it doesn't end up that Kellen's the head coach, even if Witten's brought in here, right, and Jason doesn't become the head coach in 2 or 3 years, that doesn't erase the damage.
I think, and I think it's fair to glean from what Jane's saying and from some things you're like, I think that was probably partially a factor too for Mike wanting to be done.
No, according to Jane, that's when he cut the conversation. It wasn't partial shit. Once he heard, listen, it's just like I said, like a real man, you on a date and she tells her, I really want you to be with me, but I'm pregnant right now. I want you to be the daddy. What the fuck? Say, a real man gonna be like, wait, this date over. You pregnant with a whole baby? You got this vision, but you trying to talk to me? You got this vision of a whole nother net. You pregnant with the vision of a Witten being a future head coach, but you trying to date me? I'm out. Ain't no way I'm even trying to court your ass. I'm gonna go talk to Chicago. Maybe they know how to treat a real man. Cause you clearly don't. So no, Jane said that's when he cut the conversation.
Name out there, and John Gruden. John Gruden has not gotten a call yet. That's my understanding. Nothing official there. And even with John Gruden, he is represented by Bob Lamont. Bob Lamont likes to get his guys 5-year deals, and they're typically making well over $10 million a year. So this is the situation that they find themselves in. Now, one name I didn't want to necessarily throw out yesterday.
Here we go. Listen to how Jane said it.
Mike and Tom was Jason Witten. It's been my understanding that Jerry has talked to Jason in recent weeks, and I do believe that he was part of a plan that Jerry initially had when he was going to bring back Mike McCarthy. I think the plan there was to make him an heir apparent of sorts. Mike McCarthy sort of surprised him by
What did she say? Mike McCarthy did what?
Deciding that he wanted
Surprised him. Did I hear that wrong or did I hear that right, Star?
sorts. Mike McCarthy sort of surprised him by
Did I hear that right, Star?
deciding that he wanted to end these conversations.
Up. Oh, what did I say? We on a date and you over here. Listen. I'm a high value woman. I'm a 10, but I'm pregnant and I need you to support my baby. I ain't even had sex with you. Do you want all this or not? Hey, check, please. Check. This hoe crazy. She crazy. That's what happened with Mike McCarthy. What? What you say? You want me to raise your heir apparent? Check. Hey, I'm gonna pay for this date. I'm gonna be a gentleman. I'm gonna pay for this date. But Deuce, baby, you crazy. You pregnant with a whole nother vision of another man, but you talking about dating me? I'm out. I'd rather go take my chances talking to jobs that I might not even get. Mike McCarthy might not even get a job, and he said, you ain't worth it. Cause I know my worth. I'm gonna go ahead and uproot my whole family. Let's go. Check, Deuce. Did I hear that right, Star? Star, did I hear that? Star, did I hear that? Did I hear? Who did we hear cut the conversation? Oh, no. This date over. No, you showed me what your intentions are. No. It's no more crab, no more steak. You out and already told me what you planning to do. I done went through that already with Kelly Moore. I done won 12 games 3 years in a row, even though that ain't good enough for the Cowboy fans, and that's okay. It's nothing wrong with them having high standards. That's good enough for me to be valued. So I'm gonna go ahead and go try to my luck with another woman. But she ain't fine like me. Who is she? Where she at? She ain't fine like the Cowboys. She ain't. Shit. Well, I'm gonna have to go. I don't know. But she ain't you. She ain't disrespectful like you. So I'm gonna have to go take my chances.
Pursue something else. We can call them negotiations, contracts, conversations.
Hold on, y'all. My bad. I'm doing too much. Y'all give me a second.
Deciding that he wanted to end these conversations, pursue something else. We can call them negotiations, contracts, conversations, whatever you want to call them. Now we'll see if Jason Witten will still be in play here. I just don't know if that would be in a head coach role, but I do believe that he thinks very strongly of Jason Witten and his future as a coach.
Hold on. I messed up.
Jason Witten and his future as a coach. I just don't know in what capacity that would look like.
So you heard what Bobby said, and then I heard what Jane said. So, no, Jane was pretty direct that that's what caused Mike McCarthy to cut it. Like, I'm out. No. And he said it surprised Jerry. Did I hear that right? So Jerry thought he was going to go in there pregnant and thought he was so fine. He thought the Dallas Cowboys was so fine that he thought Mike McCarthy was going to be a trick. That's what he thought. He thought he was going to be a sucker. He thought he was going to be a mark. That's what he thought. Yeah. He thought he was going to be a sucker. I'm so fine. I'm the Dallas Cowboys that even me telling you that I'm pregnant with another man, you going to still want me. No, some men are man enough to say, no, I love me. I love you, but I also love me.
Was like being done with this is like, no, I don't. In addition to all these other things here, you're also not going to have my head coach in waiting sitting here who, like we mentioned the other day, has a damn mural of him painted over the practice facility to where when you walk out, it's like, oh, there's my assistant coach who's standing over my shoulder, both literally and figuratively. And so,
And that's a good job, but right there, Bobby painted the picture well. That's a good job. Yeah, that's what Jerry was asking. So when they walk out into the practice facility, big old mural of Witten. Get out, man. If Witten come with the deal, get out. I don't even care if this your only job offer. Sadly, sometimes some people gotta take these type of sabotage opportunities when they want their chance. Sometimes when you want your chance, especially these black coaches, you would take this type of BS. Or if you a young up and coming coach like Kelly Moore, you would take this type of mess. Cause you know you don't get that many chances at this. So you'll walk in because you young and green or desperate. You ain't been in the league a while, or you been fired for a while. Yeah, I'm looking for, yeah. That's what, see, when you know this, it should piss you off that prom was the first call. I don't like that shit. Cause it's like you pregnant and you over here trying to find somebody to take care of this Witten baby. You want somebody who, and you thought of prom first? Bro, if you don't go sit down.
I think that if they were to do that, if he's coming on staff, which I anticipate he's coming on staff, I think.
See what he said? I anticipate that he coming on staff. Who? Witten. You see all this predetermined bullshit? Like, it's predetermined. He's coming on staff. This dude, yeah, okay. He coaches private school. Okay. Yes, you had some state championships on a 4A level. Like, what makes you so certain? The arrogance to be like, I just see him as Dan. What makes you say he's like Dan Campbell? Because he played tight end? What are you? No, that's an insult to Dan Campbell because Dan Campbell paid his dues for years. But he coached high school and he Dan Campbell. That's an insult to Dan Campbell. I see him as, I see. And then that's also trying to work the fans. That's, oh, we see Dan Campbell and we like, oh, okay, Dan Campbell, oh, Dan Campbell, no! Them resumes ain't even close. The hell, man? What we talking about? Goofy ass shit. And then you see a lot of us, hey, Witten, I think it'd be good. No, Witten would be bad. At this point, it's obvious. Like, bro, if you hated Jason Garrett, bro, this would be Jason Garrett 3.0, bro. The reason why it took so long to get rid of Jason Garrett was because Jerry was in love with the ideal of grooming them dudes from players to coaches. He's always loved that idea. That's why he's so in love with Kellen. Kellen everywhere else is not even considered a serious head coaching candidacy. There's nobody right now trying to get Kellen but us. Why? Our guys.
They probably have an understanding of some of their targets and their comfort level with.
Did y'all hear that? Don't let that go bad. Listen to what he just said. Listen to what he said. Listen, let me turn the music off because I want to make sure y'all heard what he just said. I don't want no music. I want this like a cappella. I'm trying to figure out how to turn this up. I can't turn it up. I can. Maybe I can. Let me turn it up some. I think I figured out. I want y'all to really listen to what he just said.
They probably have an understanding of some of their targets and.
They probably have an understanding with some of their targets.
Their comfort level with Jason Witten being on staff.
Do you believe?
Oh, hell no.
So these targets that you have come with the idea that they gonna have to be comfortable with Witten on staff. So when I look at this, it tells me, one, get out. Let me tell you something. It tells me, get out, get out, get out. Because if I'm taking Bobby Belt at what he said, Jerry is hunting for the sucker coach. So then it makes sense why Jane was saying what? He's working this one individually. They usually did this for 10 years. They worked as a group. They worked as a team. But this time, he want Witten so bad. He want this pet cat so bad. He want to pull these strings so bad that he working the phones and he's searching for a sucker. That's also why it insults me that them first calls are black. It make me not trust you. It made me not trust you. Because it's either they're black or they're gullible and young. I don't like it. Get out. And I'm going to tell you something. I don't want Kellen Moore, but this ain't right to Kellen Moore. This is not right to Kellen Moore. I might not want you as a coach, but Kellen Moore deserves his opportunity to grow. He deserves his opportunity to go around the league and just grow as a coach. See, let me tell you what this means, and this is why it pisses me off. Because if your plan is Witten, that does not happen without a nasty divorce. Hear me out, y'all. Hear me out. If your ultimate goal is Witten, that does not happen without a divorce. So this is what really pissed me off when it was Prime. You called Prime first because according to Bobby Belt, these coaches that they looking at, they want them to already have an understanding that Witten comes with the deal. So they looking at Witten, just like Get Out. See, if you ain't watched the movie Get Out, it was about older whites who wanted black bodies, right? That's what was going on in the movie Get Out. So, you know you want Witten, but when it's time for Witten, you gonna have to create a reason to get rid of Prime. Or you would have to create a reason to get rid of Salah. Or you gonna have to create a reason to get rid of Frazier. Or you gonna have to create a reason to get rid of Kelly Moore. It's gonna be see, and every team does this too. This ain't just Dallas. When it's time to divorce a coach, they don't just divorce the coach, they slander the coach. Yeah, that's just common business. Yeah, see, because it's common business because we got to understand these teams are going to always try to control the narrative because they need the fans excited. So it's never the team's fault when they get rid of somebody. So like when it was Amari, think about it. When it was time to get rid of Amari, what started coming out? They didn't like him at practice. You know, he played in every game. See, think about it. He played in every game, but he didn't practice because he was always banged up. So that's why y'all got rid of him? That's what you're telling me? Or is that your slander campaign? Is that what you do when you trying to control the narrative because you want us to blame the player or the coach? Because if that was the case, why did you keep Tyron Smith? Why you do that? See, why you keep Tyron Smith? Because it was genius when it was Tyron Smith. Oh, we figured out the formula. The formula for Tyron Smith is have him not practice as hard, have him show up on game day, and we got more. Oh, so it was genius with Tyron Smith. It was a fireable offense with Amari. That lets me know that you foolish.
You can't handle the truth. You want answers?
Because if you blessing one player, it should also be the blessing on another player.
You can't handle the truth.
But see, when it was time for him to go, what they start saying, look, Amari loafed on the play at the end of the San Fran game. This is one of the things that they didn't like about him.
You want answers?
So you got to look down the line to really see how messed up it is what they doing. When you pregnant with the vision of Witten, you're going to eventually break somebody else's heart. See, that's how you got to see it. Yeah, you're going to break somebody's heart. You're going to break somebody's dream that they've been working for their whole life. So Prime worked years in high school before the opportunity came from Jackson State. Then he turned around Jackson State. Then he turns around Colorado. But I throw all that away for my baby, for my vision, for what I'm pregnant with this vision of Witten one day being my coach. So I'm going to destroy all the years of somebody. Some bullshit. Let me tell you something. I swear to God, I'm not playing, bro. I'm on everything. Tuck can tell you, DMV can tell you, my boy Black can tell you, Amp can tell you. I was so mad yesterday when I really put all of this together that I shed some tears, bro. I swear. For the first time, I thought about not wanting even to support this team, bro. For the first time in my whole life. Cause it's not even just the black coaches. It's not right to Kellen. As much as I don't want Kellen, he still deserves. He shouldn't be used as a pawn for Witten. This changed my whole coaching order. Cause see, I don't want. This is why I'm telling every one of them. If Deion, if your opportunity come with Witten, get out. Kellen, if your opportunity come with Witten, get out. Salah, if your opportunity come with Witten, get out. Don't take this job. This job is a setup. It's a trap. And we got a history of doing that. Don't act like we ain't got no history of doing that. We just like the movie Trading Places, where they was playing with two people's lives over $1. That made it start getting sick to me. It start getting the word like, nah, I can't support this, bro. I can't support watching men work their whole lives for this opportunity and be used like a pawn for just $1 for an idea. Just hey, I got this vision that Witten is going to be my coach, so I'm going to play games with these grown men lives who've been working their ass off for this. Be a man. If you want Witten, fuck it, hire him. Don't play with the fans, because that's what you're doing. If you got a 2-year plan to have Witten, do it now. We would still support the Cowboys, but nah, it start getting to a point to where it's like, I can't support this dog. I promise y'all this, especially if they did it to Prime, I would say fuck this team. I mean that. If you hire Deion, and then all of a sudden I start seeing the media campaign going after him because they trying to push up Witten, I would say fuck this team. I sure would, man. No. Especially if you do it to Prime. Prime is bigger than you, Jerry. Let's keep it real. What he mean to the game of football is bigger than you. Are you telling me you go play with potentially? You mean to tell me you go play with one of the best athletes to ever play this game? Nah, I would have to walk away. I would have to, bro. I would say, nah, bro, I'll be back when that dude dead. I'm talking about Jerry. Nah, that dude gotta die. Nah. I can't feel like I gotta take a shower to support my team. I can't feel dirty to support my team, bro. I can't watch this. I can't support this. If you want Witten, hire him. We gonna support you. We will support him. We would call it politics originally. We would, because that's what it is. If you took a guy from high school and gave him the highest job with the biggest profile team, yes, it would be good old boy shit. Yes, it would. But guess what? We love the Cowboys so much, we will get angry for about 2 days, and then we'll start talking about how we go win with Witten. Then we will start finding good things about Witten. We sure would. So now, don't play with us. If your goal is Witten, do it. Just do it. Don't play no game. Because what you gonna be doing is stringing all of us along. You gonna be stringing along them coaches. You gonna be, your fans that's hoping year to year. It's gonna be, when it's time to let Prime go, it's gonna be just like what happened to Mike McCarthy. We didn't make no moves in free agency. But go win it. Go, hey, it's your job to win it. Salah. When it's time for Witten, all of a sudden, just like, what did they do? What did they do with Mike McCarthy? What happened with Mike McCarthy this year? What did Mike McCarthy come out and say? He said, man, if it was me, they should have signed all the best players before April. Because that would have gave me the best chance to have a fast start. But when you sign CD Lamb late, and when you get Dak the day of the game, but then blame him for a slow start, I real life cried over this yesterday, bro. I cried. I real life had some real tears over this. I really did. It was more so because of Prime. Prime personally mean a lot to me. Prime testimony mean a lot to me. I was playing football for the University of Houston. When we used to be running women in and out. We used to be playing his song, Must Be the Money. Me and my boys. We running women in and out. And then one day I heard Prime testimony, where he was talking about how he tried to kill himself. He drove a Ferrari off a cliff and didn't have a scratch on him. And then he surrendered his life to Yeshua, to Jesus. And I watched it as somebody who was living fast and wild. And it changed me, because I said, if he wasn't happy, I ain't got a chance. Because in my eyes, I felt like he had it all. He was playing my position. He had 3 Super Bowl rings. He was on videos. Like, my whole life changed because of Prime. And me looking at his spiritual walk, it provoked me. He didn't know me, I didn't know him. But I watched him be honest about how he wasn't happy with all that. Nah, you can't do that to Prime. You can't do that. Not Prime. I'm just gonna be honest with you. And I see all this sneak dissing y'all doing on Prime. I don't like it. See, cause y'all doing that circus flash. Oh, we go do Prime like that? We go act like he ain't got Hall of Famers at a beck and call? You go act like you don't see the value of Sap coaching your D-line? You go act like you don't understand the value of T.O. willing to work with your receivers? You go act, but y'all praise Detroit, but y'all try to act like Prime ain't nothing but a circus. Oh, okay, you go play with my brother like that? You go just diminish the greatness that you see, because it's great. Yes, it does come with a gold chain. No, it's not conservative. No, he ain't got no tight ass. He has swag with it, but he's effective and hard working with a dream team ready to follow him. I see that sneak dissing and disrespect. So this is my answer to this. None of it, and I'll take some calls. None of these guys deserve it. Whether you black, whether you white, you don't deserve to be a chess piece. Just like Mike McCarthy didn't deserve to be the head coach while Kellen Moore was the head coach in training. He didn't deserve that. He didn't deserve to have to look over his back as he trying to lead men. He didn't deserve that. So no, I don't agree today that Mike McCarthy was paranoid in a way to where he was insecure. He should have been. Because the way that it was presented, it was almost like it was him. No, it wasn't him. It was the environment he was put in. He had to look over his shoulder from the beginning. He tried to overlook it because remember, he was a failed coach. So, hey, I'll take anything. Thank God that he got to the point to where now he flying on a private jet with a woman named Chicago that seemed like they really want him. Hey, any real man or real woman, I always say, I just want the best for you. That's how I am for Mike McCarthy. Hey, man, if they go treat you right over there, hey, good luck. When I see you, I won't whoop you. But until we see you, until Dallas sees you, thank you for what you did. We enjoyed those 12 and 5s. I really did. I had some fun. I did. I had some fun. I had a great time with those 12 and 5. Did you get it all the way done in this toxic environment? You didn't. But I still enjoyed it. I love how you stood up to Jerry with Rich Eisen. I love how you stood up to Kelly Moore with those option routes. I loved it. You fumbled the ball bad when you didn't run the ball enough this year. Yes, you did fumble. But I should be balanced enough to tell you what you did good and what you did bad. It's only one way that I might even consider taking this plan. This has changed my whole order, man. I'm being honest. All right, so if you got this plan that you got, which it sounds like he has this Jason Witten plan, okay, go with the broken coaches. Go with the thirst coaches. Go with that dude that'll go ahead and date you even though you pregnant with another man's baby. Because that's what the reports are today. Zimmer basically said, Zimmer said that basically he open to be the Dallas Cowboys head coach. You don't think he know what come with it? He know. But guess what? He's so broken, he was out the league so long that he willing to take it. He hasn't built his profile up enough yet to walk away like a real man. So guess what? If you gotta go do this, nefarious plan, do it with them broken coaches. Yeah. If you just have to, yeah, go to Gruden, who begging to get in the league. Yeah. Go with Pete Carroll, who, yeah, he just want another shot at it. But honestly, I don't think you should do none of them like that, to be honest. It actually might be good for them because just like Mike McCarthy, it gave him a second win and it showed people that he had something left. So even though it was toxic, it worked out for him. He got a second life because of being willing to walk through this toxicity. So Zimmer the same way. Zimmer is slowly restoring his prestige and potential in being a head coach. So sometimes, like I said, you got to sometimes walk through real ugly toxicity, and you got to sometimes take the job that you don't want. It's just what it is. It's that old thing, beggars can't be choosers. If you begging to get in the league, sometimes you got to go walk with this old goofy ass toxic plan. And then every day you got to walk through a mural, this big old statue of oh my God, bro. Every day you got to, I ain't gonna never forget, man. I went through this same bull crap in corporate America, bro. I swear to God. I had these managers, a couple of them was racist. So I had a white intern that worked under me. He was good. He had a speech impediment, but he had a strong leadership presence, right? He did. And because he had the leadership presence, now I'm number one, right? He's my intern. But then what would happen is my managers, they would come in there and they would praise him. Ooh, that Brian, ooh, it's something about him. Ooh, I'm training him though. I'm training him. What happened? It started getting to his head. It really did. So he would send me leads. I would have him making calls. When he generated a lead, he would pass me the lead, right? So I was sitting there with a client one day, right? I was sitting with a client and he walked over to my desk and he said, "This guy wants you to call him at 1. Make sure you call him." And so the client that I was sitting with, he looked. He said, "That's your intern?" I said, "Yeah, that's my intern, man. That's my intern." Right? He said, "Shit, he act like he your boss." I said, "Hey, man, it's not his fault. The managers made him like that. It's not his fault." So my point is, Whitney likely be walking around like he the head coach, just like Kelly Moore used to. Yeah. You notice they used to never ask Kelly Moore hard questions. Why? Because it was perceived that he was the next head coach in waiting. So yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and take some calls, bro. I'm pretty sure some people want to call in on this one. But like I said, man, as I thought about this, it was deeper and nastier than I thought. I hate that I laughed at it when I hate that I didn't think this through. And the person that helped me think this through the best was Tuck. You know, he really helped me think this through. And when I really thought it through, it hurt my heart. It really did. It hurt my heart. So let's talk about what to do real quick before I take these calls. This is not the time to sit still. We got a campaign going right now called No Kelly Moore. Hashtag No Kelly Moore. Jerry and them already, John Machota came out and he admitted that Jerry and them get a report every week about what's trending on social media. This is the time that you should be aggressively putting out there who you want and who you don't want. Because if you don't, they already pushing some names out there right now. You gotta let them know that no, we don't want that. And if you do that, if you do killing, or if you do witten, I'm gonna have a problem. They greatly care about what you think. I know a lot of people really take pride in thinking that their voice don't matter. Yes, your voice matter. Your voice matter. And the best thing you should be doing right now is joining the campaign of saying who you want and who you don't want. I said my top candidate is Pete Carroll. Even before all of this, he's my top candidate. Easily. even more now with that nefarious plan that they seem to have. Because I want a coach who already established now. I don't want them young coaches because I would hate the fact that people like Robert Saleh, trying to establish himself is actually being used for a nefarious plan of Witten. I would hate it. I would rather it be if you really got to do it with them dudes who've already been there. So I got my first call real quick. We got my boy Chris 214 on the phone. Let me see if I can hear you. Chris.
Hey, what's going on, boss? How you doing?
What's up with it, big dog?
Oh, not much, man. I'm it's crazy how we talking about this. I feel like everything you said, I feel like the NFL itself, just within like the other owners, the coaches, the other GMs, they know what's going on in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
They know. Like, I do feel like people talk like they're like, oh man. Even like the players, they know what goes on. And it's sad that we have to sit up here and talk like this. Like, Jerry be wasting people time.
Yep.
Like, that's honestly what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's
yep.
like, when are you going to prioritize football? When are you going to prioritize winning and get serious about getting somebody that you feel, not because you like him, but because you feel he gives you the best chance to win? When are you going to ever do that? You know what I'm saying? That's what makes all of this thing very it's really heartening. Like, it really is, because we fans, we want to see this team do good, win games, ultimately win the Super Bowl. But I just feel like whoever the next coach is, it's good luck. We gonna support you, but good luck. And right. Jerry, hey, I just think he's at the point to where can't nobody talk him out of stuff like this, so.
The conference has been locked.
I think we got a chance, bro. I think we do got a chance to talk him out. And I think that's why we got to make our voice matter. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Hey, I'm already on the nose.
Oh, I see you. Boy.
More. I really am.
Hey, me and you, we tweeting that out 20 times a day. Tuck got to 70.
Yes,
Tuck said that he got up to 70 shares on that thing, bro. Yeah.
Yes, bro. Yes.
Yeah.
No. Hashtag no to Kellen Moore. Hey, I'm going to do it. Hey, I'm going to do it again.
Too. Me too. Hey, and I'm finna post some videos about him too, bro. This is gonna be a whole project, cause a lot of people forgot about Kellen. They forgot stuff like where Turpin couldn't get on the field and said it. You remember that? Turpin was like, that playbook was too complicated, man. It's like, how do you watch AJ frustrated but say, we want that? Wow! What? No, we don't. Now, if he end up being our coach, we go support him. We go still say, all right, we gonna be behind you, dog. But now, get out. Appreciate it, Chris.
Right.
214.
All right, boss.
All right, that's the OG, man. We got a powerhouse group right quick, man. Coach Q, you up next. What you got, Coach?
Hey, boss.
What's up with it, brother? My brother from Dallas, how you
doing? Dude, I can't believe that we were talking about this, but
I know.
I just had to do my research.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, has there been a coach that came from high school right to the NFL? I'm like, yes, in the old division. Doug Peterson. He was a high school coach. Yep, he was a high school coach in Louisiana for Calvary Baptist High School. And he went from there right to the Philadelphia Eagles. And won Super Bowl.
Okay.
Him and Witten, what they have in common, both of them won state championships in their respective states, and both of them won state championships coaching private schools. Now, I don't want Witten, but I think sometimes Cowboys fans are prisoner of the moment.
That's
And they think, oh, this never happened. Well, it has happened. No, it did happen. He won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And no, he won a Super Bowl, but he won a Super Bowl with a quarterback that's not as good as the one we got.
Right. So that's what I was saying earlier. That's what I was saying. If you want Witten, just hire him. We gonna support it.
Yeah. Because people gotta remember, boss. People gotta remember. You know, people in Philadelphia was mad. They was mad ownership for hiring a high school coach.
Yeah.
They was pissed. But as soon as he won the Super Bowl, everything was forgiven.
Hold on. You say, the Eagles?
Yeah.
So this wasn't a Super Bowl. This is one of them 1960 rings.
No. Doug Peterson, the coach for the Philadelphia Eagles, that won the championship in 2017.
He didn't come. He came straight from high school to.
Yep. Yeah.
Hold on, bro. Wait.
Cavalry. Boss, I know you have to Google. Go Google him up.
Right now, bro. Wait.
Because boss, I couldn't believe it myself.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm looking. Wait. Hold on, bro.
Yep. Calvary Baptist High School. Yep.
Interesting. Huh. Hold on.
Yes. It's nuts.
Now, it said Peterson began his coaching career under Andy Reid, serving as assistant for the Eagles from 2009 to 2012.
And I'm looking at it right now. It says his coaching career, Calvary Baptist Academy from 2005 to 2009. Head coaching the Eagles, 2009, 2010. Oh, okay. All right, my bad.
It's all good. It's all good. Listen, it's okay. It happens. It happens to all of us, bro. So nobody judge my partner because what he was.
Please.
He just misread it. That happens to all of us, bro. But it's still your point. But the
coach I want is the same coach that you want.
Yeah.
And one reason why I want Pete Carroll is two reasons. You can say you can love him, you can hate him. His philosophy is just physicality,
facts,
running the ball, and having a good defense.
Yeah, facts.
That's his nature. All his teams play hard. They physical. That's just what they are.
Yeah.
Number two, I kind of already know who he's going to have as his defense coordinator. And this guy used to play for the Cowboys, Ken Norton Jr.
Oh,
how I know? Because that was his defense coordinator before.
I would love to have Ken Norton Jr. I always wanted Ken Norton, bro. Like always.
You know what I'm saying?
So he over there right now with he with Dan Quinn right now though.
San Fran. Yeah. But for me, knowing the coach and knowing kind of who he would bring in as a defense coordinator, that fits what I want. Number two, I know he's going to bring in a guy that's going to run that can a run game coordinator that can run the ball.
He is. He definitely.
You know, I know he's going to do that. And then if y'all remember when Russ was really cooking and was taking it to the Super Bowl, he did that off of play action.
Right. Nah.
Which boss. Coach Mark talk about this all the time. And so, dude, it's perfect. It's a perfect philosophy where us Cowboys fans are trying to get us back to, and Pete Carroll would do that. And number three, if Pete Carroll, his personality is so big, he can't give a darn about Jason Witten. He come on his staff. Why? Because he got the balls to know this dude ain't running nothing.
Yeah,
you need a coach. You need a coach like that. You need a coach like that. You need a coach like that because you know why, boss? You start talking about it before you start taking calls about the dude who your intern, boss. Your balls so big you wasn't threatened by the intern
at all.
You knew what your boss was doing.
Yeah,
but you wasn't threatened by the intern
at all.
Boss, I'm in Copa America now.
Yeah.
And so, dude, like all of us who are successful, who's dominant, who's a A-type personality, who's a dog, man, I don't care about what puppy you bring up in here. Exactly. I'm still a dog.
I'm still that dude.
And to me, Pete Carroll is that dude. Like right. Pete Carroll is. I mean, think about all the dogs he had on his squad. He was able to wrangle all of them.
Ooh, that's true, man.
So,
boy.
so if anybody is going to be able to handle Jason Witten, it'd be him.
Yes, I agree.
Because Pete Carroll, he's one of them dudes that I know for a fact. He said, "Cool, Jerry, I'll bring him on."
Yeah,
and he'll put Witten in the closet. He's like, "Hey, just stay right there, dog. We good." Because no offense, and I hope the guy forgive me. I've been to a couple of people who management had brought in, and I put them over to the side and gave them busy work while I did my stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, this is what it is.
Hey, wait.
And so,
hold on, wait. Hey, coach, you gave busy work.
busy work, dog. I mean, listen, I kept that dude so busy. Oh my god! But that's what sometimes you have to do.
Another
and so
one.
I know Pete Carroll because of the personalities he had on defense and personality he had on offense.
Yes.
Dude, and let's be honest, guys. Anybody that can deal with Marshall and Lynch,
right?
And them other boys,
yes.
He ain't worried about no Jason Witten, dog. He ain't worried about that dude.
Man, you ain't lying, bro. Dude had to do Sherman, dog. Man, Witten be a piece of cake, dog. Real talk.
So like I said, I understand, but you have to be able to move. Cause like, boss me, I know you've been in corporate market for quite a while. You know when it's a snake.
Yeah. In
your midst, and if you're successful, you know how to move around them snakes, man.
Yeah.
And I've been in companies where I knew I was like, oh yeah, this dude right here snitch. It's all right. You know how to move. We know how to move.
Yes.
And eventually, if you're really good like me, I'm very good at manipulating. So I was able to get that snitch on my side. So when you really know the game, you can flip those type of people.
Yeah.
And so
that's to your point, because you making a point for Pete. That's also in this type of environment where I want veteran coaches. I want people who have some wars. You know, anybody that's like, we need Kellen Moore. Okay, you want Kellen Moore to manage this, really?
Yeah.
It's like, do y'all think anything through, or do you just, he was the play caller? He wouldn't be the play caller no more. He would be the head coach. He would have a whole different type of dilemma now, dog. Hey, well, let me take the next call, though, Coach, man. You got anything else before you go?
No, and another thing Ted Nolan would do, he would have Parsons respect. That's another thing you got to think about, too. Yeah. When you're bringing in a defense coordinator, who is Parsons going to respect?
Right.
Because that's why we love Zimmer, because Zimmer won his respect.
Right.
That's why I think our cornerback coach, I don't think he can be the defense coordinator, because I would be questioning if he could win his respect. That's all I got.
Yeah. Ah, man, good call, bro. I appreciate it. He said, but here we go. Okay. Let me just read this comment real quick. I respect these comments. Man, hold on. Whoa, wait. All right, here we go. I got one more call on my boy Sean. Sean, give me 1 second. I need to read this comment, then you up. All right. He said, but at one, Pete, after that goofy play in the Super Bowl, he lost his locker room. Not saying he had bad choice, but just saying, yeah, he did. That's factually correct. So, but he had a lot of dogs. Like, Dallas not built like them. It was like 10 leaders on that team and a bunch of outspoken men. We ain't shit. I mean, like we still begging for somebody to be even a little bit like Dez. We wouldn't have that problem. Sean.
Man, all right, let's get started. I got a bunch of points. I don't got enough time. All right, so point number one. Why would you want a person in Kellen Moore who's pissing off A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith? You know how bad you have to be for the other teams to know your plays and what you're doing? That is bad.
Bad.
You know how fortunate the Eagles have to have Saquon in that offensive line to carry them? And I promise you, if he keeps getting figured out, I promise you he's gonna get beat. LA will beat them if he figures him out. Because I know he's gonna be in the cold. I know LA, but let Kellen Moore do a Kellen Moore situation. I promise you they'll be gone just like that. That's one. Number two, if you're going to hire Jason Witten, get it over with. And I'm going to tell you why you get it over with.
Get it over with.
You need to get it over with because people are going to get pissed off at you, and you need to simmer it down.
Right.
So you need us to let you get the frustration out.
Right.
If you sit up here and you wait and wait and wait, and you want to linger it on, and then you do it later, we're going to get extra pissed off, and then we really don't have something to say about it.
Right.
So rip the Band-Aids off, get out the way. Number three, I agree. I like Pete Carroll also. Why? It's because sometimes you need a guy who's been there in this situation that know how to boogie and dance. If you're going to get on the dance floor, Jerry, you better know how to boogie and dance. Because if you don't, he's going to run all over you. And that's what will happen with Kellen Moore. He's going to run all over Kellen. It ain't going to be pretty. It ain't going to be nice. And he's going to sit up here and he's going to string along him like a puppet. Simple.
Right.
Number four. Boss, people don't understand that it's so, I'm not going to say it's easy to get to the Super Bowl, but it's a formula to get there. And I'm tired of everybody keep thinking that it's not as simple as this. Have a run game and have a defensive line. And I don't understand. That's the two things, boss. The two things that I wanted this Cowboys team to buy into. Because it should not be Dak Prescott or bust. I'm tired of it. I'm pissed off at it. And I need this organization. I need a coach that's willing to run the ball in crucial situations. I just watched a quarterback in Jalen Hurts throw for 100-something yards and still win a playoff game. I am tired of relying on a throwing pass offense. That shit cute when it's regular season. But when it's playoffs, it's a whole different ball game. Guess what? It gets colder. You get more stiff. And that it's real hard to catch that ball when it's real cold in the stadium.
Right.
Number five, and then my last point is this. Yes, I'm coming at Jerry, but remember, it's always a person that's right in the shadow. The shadow is Steven.
Yeah.
That shadow is Steven to me. And the reason why it's Steven is because Steven is not willing to know how to play the game the right way. And because he wouldn't done his way. And I don't know, I'm not going to try to bring it into it, but it's like breaking Kendrick. So there's a saying, RDC said it. He said, you have to learn how to take an L. And when you don't know how to take an L, you continue to take an L. So what Steven and Jerry doing, they have taken plenty of L's, and they're not knowing how to man up to the L and learn how to take it. Right. The L is this, and it's simple as this, boss, is that y'all don't know football. You don't understand the game of football. You don't know how to correlate into this. You don't understand players. You don't understand how they go inside and out. Who does understand this is people like Will McClay, people like Mike Zimmer, people like Pete Carroll. So instead of trying to do things your way, it's simple as ask the football players or ask the football guys for their opinion so you can go and get to the place where you need to get to. Simple as that.
Man, good call, man, and I appreciate it, big dog, as always, man. And also, thank you for having your thoughts, organized and concise. I appreciate that. Just you taking it serious enough to really kind of map out what you're gonna say, bro, and it was all excellent, man. Appreciate you, Sean. Okay.
Appreciate it.
All right, that was Sean, man. So, y'all heard what I had to say today, man. This is very frustrating, bro. I'm being all the way honest. I don't like it. I don't like the character of the Cowboys. Listen, I'm a Mavericks fan. So as a Mavericks fan, I know what it is to wait, right? I waited most of my life for just one opportunity or 3 opportunities to win a ring, right? I waited my whole life, right? It's not waiting. It's also while you're waiting, it's the treatment, and I'm not liking it. I'm not liking the continuous putting your foot on the scale. And it's not just with coaches, they do it with players. Like, it's a reason why I knew Fowler was gonna do better with Washington than in Dallas. Because I see the clear pattern of how free agents are treated. It's so much already predetermined in the end, in the beginning, and then they try to force the outcome, which end up wasting that free agents' time, the fans' time, and even your time. It pisses me off that it's pretty much whispered in the building through what they was talking about with Bobby Belt and James Slater, that these next candidates and the candidates that you've been looking for are candidates that you and Jerry has been working the phones himself. This is a plan that he particularly seems like he really wants, the Witten plan. It makes me know that it's a trap for any coach. It's a trap. You're going to be looking over your shoulder from the very beginning. It's going to be toxic from the very beginning. And you're going to be blamed at the end as Mike McCarthy was today. Yeah, I'm coming back tonight. We got Boss Land tonight, y'all. So appreciate y'all rocking with your boy, man. Share this one. Hashtag no Kellen Moore. Spread it. Don't stop it. Definitely share this type of content. I guarantee you it's a whole lot of people ain't seeing it like we talking about today. This thought didn't originate from me. This is something that I had a great discussion with Tuck. He opened my eyes to a lot of this. He's a phenomenal brother and a great mind. So we will be back tonight. You'll get 2 shows today. You'll get Boss Land, and in about another 2 hours, I just created the thumbnail right now. So we gonna be back. That's gonna be a freestyle show, man. But I love y'all as usual, man. Let's do work though. Let's do work. If you ain't hashtagged at all, you ain't doing your part, bro. If you ain't said nothing about who you want, you ain't doing your part. Because Jerry and them already said they look at the social media to see what's trending. You don't think they looking at it this week? You don't think when they leaked out Kellen Moore this week that they trying to see what the fans' reaction is? So no, this is one of them. It need to be way more than hitting a like. You need to really make your voice matter. Real talk, man. It's your boy Boss Cowboy, man. I'm all the way out this time.